Hello, unbreaking tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones, with me, BlueAnkylo. It's time to start Chapter 5X! What's this, a Gaiden chapter already? No, you can't miss this one. This is guaranteed. You'll see. You may be wondering why the characters on the side look different today. Maybe we're gonna have a little bit of a different story compared to the previous few episodes. Well, we've seen Volter a couple times. Not sure we've met Tirado before. His band of merry men. But is he as superb as the mighty BlueAnkylo? Just grant me an army and I'll defeat 3 guys in the woods on horses. Oh. I wonder which one is a friend. Anyway, everyone say hello to Ephraim and Ford and Kyle, I believe. So Ephraim's pretty cool. I mean, we're just meeting him now, but he's your classic hero lord young man. At least he's a little bit older than Roy, so that's a perk. Reminds me a lot of Elwood, actually. Of course, his hair is much cooler. They've been doing that for a long time now. Although this might have happened back in time, right at the beginning of the prologue, perhaps. I forget. Always onwards. Suspiciously unguarded. Seriously, 2 knights, Prince Ephraim, and whoever that other guy is. What harm could a little reckless besieging cause? We've got nothing to lose but our lives. Sure, if you can gain the upper hand. That's a good question. What have we got to lose but our lives? That's it exactly. These guys. Just trust me, I'm an expert tactician, and I've got this voice speaking in my head from across the time zone, time and space, let's say. Oh, hey, Orson. Right. Good old Ephraim looking out for his buddy. The one paladin pre-promote that you don't want to use. I mean, he's got some good stats. Not terribly lucky. Not terribly lucky. Anyway, everyone say hello to the green cav, and the red cav, and Ephraim, the lord. Pretty good stats, pretty good lord overall. One of the better ones. He uses lances, which is kind of interesting. He also starts with a special lance. Only he can use it. It's pretty much perfect for him. 8 con, 8 weight. Lots of damage. As much damage as a steel lance, but also better hit rate and critical rate. and bonus to cavalry, so it's got Horse Slayer and Armor Slayer effect. Which is pretty cool. Same kind of thing as a rapier, except a little bit higher damage. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty good. We've got Ford, who is our sort of lance cav. Starts with a steel sword and a javelin, and C rank in the lances. I guess Kyle is also lance cav oriented. So they're both the same. Sometimes you get them opposing, where one's better at swords than the other. But he comes with a sword and a lance at least. So we'll have to find a normal lance for Ford, which is going to come from that one. I wish I had more iron lances, honestly, because I have none. Literally none. And I don't think we can actually access the supplies, so forget about that. Okay, so this map is going to take a little while, because we don't only have the 4 dudes. The enemies aren't going to be super strong, but we don't really have any healing, so... you know, make good use of your elixirs and vulneraries, because that's all you got. So yeah, be careful. Try to minimize damage. So, got a door key, iron lance, iron lance, iron lance. So we're gonna want someone with a lance equipped that's kind of dodgy to maybe lure them down. Thinking 8 defense, 9 defense, 7 defense. So maybe put Kyle in the pillar and lure these guys to him. It's gonna take quite a few hits, though. Maybe it's better just let them attack downwards to us. I don't think there's any need to rush this map. And like I said, this is a pretty long map. Lots of enemies to kill for just the 4 of us. We could go on the offensive instead. Let's just see if the offensive idea is a good idea. Now we can double here and get a kill. We might get hit for 7 damage. If we attack here, we'll also get a double, probably a kill. We might get hit for 4 damage. It's feasible that the knight won't move because he's guarding the door, but I wouldn't count on it. And we could throw a javelin at this one, but that would be a little bit foolish. All right, let's go for broke. I'm gonna try to preserve the Regan Leaf as... oh, right. I have to turn animations on. But that's a good start, anyway. There we go. That'll look a little better. Oops, and then I just, turn them all off. No, okay, good. Alright, so let's use Kyle, because he's the next best choice here. And, yeah, the Iron Sword will have slightly better accuracy, because Steel Lance is not particularly good, even with the weapon disadvantage of the sword. But I don't think the 5% difference will matter, and I'd rather have that 10% advantage for the enemy's accuracy. So we'll give the enemy the lowest hit rate to maybe hopefully avoid some damage. Of course, if I miss, it's gonna be really salty, and the enemy didn't miss anyway, so. Okay, so at least that way they couldn't gang up on anybody. That guy could attack Ephraim. Let's leave Ford on the defensive tile with a javelin to lure the archer over. And I kind of have a feeling that guy won't even move. And then we're gonna use Orson to be our bodyguard, kind of like Seth was. I'm gonna give you a steel lance, and honestly, probably the silver sword. No one can use it besides Orson, but if you want him to be a blocker that doesn't counterattack, you need to make sure he has no weapons. Alright, good. We lured him over, we pre-equipped the javelin smartly, and the archer can barely do any damage, so... game, set, match for Ford. So the general style, again, for Ford is he will be the more strength, speed-oriented cavalier because he's red, or sorry, not strength, more strength and, I guess, it's mostly strength, but strength and defense, I guess. And then Kyle is usually, the green one is usually skill and speed. Although, for now, Ford actually has more skill and speed, and Kyle has more defense and strength. That's weird. Green is supposed to be agile, red is supposed to be strong. Maybe they're switched this time. It's no big deal. Anyway, so the knights didn't move, kind of like I figured. The Raigan Leaf is kind of our only armored knight counter attack right now. Like, nothing else we have is particularly good against these guys. 10 defense means, you know, we could still deal damage like this, but it's a little bit difficult. So we'll go with the Raigan Leaf here, and I'll just one-shot, one kill. It's got that sort of piercing effect. Now, for experience, do I have any priorities here? Level 4, level 6, level 5. I guess Ephraim sort of has priority for kills. Other than that, to be fair. I guess Kyle is next on the priority list. No double attack, unfortunately. That'll do enough damage to kill him, though, if it hits. Yeah, steel stuff. I'm not a huge fan of steel weapons. Steel sword, not enough. Steel lance, still not enough. Alright, well, we're not killing the archer. Great. I guess we'll go with the steel sword, which will have a higher hit rate, at least. I'm actually kind of disappointed that we were unable to kill him this turn. That's pretty poor form. Well, those guys are going to keep rushing down regardless. The archer might go after Orson, but I doubt it. Yeah. Whatever. Ephraim took a hit. That'll be fine. We're just going to play this map a little bit slowly. Because it's on hard mode, it's harder than normal. Is any of these enemies, like, higher level? Level 4, level 4, level 4. So it doesn't matter who gets the kills here. Go with Ephraim first. Yeah, the biggest problem here is that we only have these lousy steel lances. That's a solid starting level up for Ephraim. I'm happy with that. What he needs... What does he need? A little bit of resistance would be nice, but honestly, he's got really good starting stats, so he's in a fine spot. Alright, so Kyle, are you good enough to just kill this guy on your own, maybe? No, not even close, and you get doubled for no damage. That's good, I like that. I like being doubled for basically no damage. But it might be worth trying to kill the axe guy instead. Like, the difference is if we use a lance to fight this guy, then we have a lance equipped and this guy gets weapon advantage. If we use a sword to kill this guy, we do not have weapon disadvantage. We'd both have to attack him, basically. And unfortunately that means... Oh no, that's safe. Okay, I was thinking along this wall we can get hit by magic, but this tile is safe. Okay, so let's try to get Kyle the kill. Should be fine. We're gonna need to start using vulneraries pretty quick though if we get hit here. Just can't let the damage add up, that's all. Yeah, the one person with an iron weapon, the iron sword, is gonna be like our most reliable hitter actually, just because they're more accurate. Because Ephraim's already taken a bit of a hit, we can sort of block the road up a little and make it harder for anyone to hit Ephraim. That's great. That's what Orson's here to do. Just soak up attacks. Unfortunately, when I unlock this door, 2 attacks can hit Ephraim. Both an axe guy, which is bad for him, and magic, which is actually also kind of bad for him. 2 chest keys for sale. Maybe we use Ephraim to kill this guy. Well, that's not gonna happen. This guy's really fast, actually. Alright, so, do it like this. 1 damage. So start with a guy that can barely take damage. That's fine. That's fine. And then hopefully 87%. 87% of the time? Yeah. Okay, so now I want to prep for opening that door, and I think the smart way to do it is to open the door with Orson. Not this turn, but next turn. And then everyone else should be close enough to attack. Maybe heal up if you need it. Actually, if we were closer, we could open the door and immediately attack the enemies. That might be the really smart way to do this. So let's give it one more round, just so I can get everyone in position. And then we'll unlock that door. I actually probably could have put Orson back here and Ephraim on that spot, but it should be fine. I know there's more reinforcements heading this way, but it's cool. Alright, now actually you could block up this path even more if you wanted. But I'm just going to leave you here. Now I need to decide if I'm going to actually go about this attack. Just to see what the odds look like. 12 damage is not a lot, unfortunately. And if I put anyone along this wall, we could be hit by some magic. Luckily, the enemy can't walk on water. So yeah, if I'd been a little bit smarter, Ephraim would have been on this tile, and he could have moved up and attacked the mage. 11 damage. I'm not super keen on Ephraim taking a hit by the axe guy. Might be smarter just to let them come at us. I don't want to use any healing items until we take a little bit more damage. Just because I want to get the most I can out of them. If a vulnerary is 10 HP, I want to get 10 and not, 4 or 5. So this just lets us have a little bit more time to line up some kills. Also, because these guys are going to drop chest keys, I should make sure whoever kills them can actually hold the item they're going to drop. So, like, maybe we shouldn't get forward any kills here unless I want to give up my vulnerary, which is kind of a bad idea. 15 damage times 1. So maybe having forward, like... Well, if we could kill this guy first... No ranged. Of course, it's going to take 2 hits to kill anything, I guess. What do we prioritize here? I mean, we could try for the Dragon Leaf crit. 13... Ah, no, this is double attack. Right. See, if Ephraim had an Iron Lance, which we just don't have, we could actually use the Iron Lance to kill this guy, because we get a double attack. That would be smarter, but we'll use the Dragon Life, because that's all we've got. And I'd really like to kill this mage right here. So that's at least prime target for healing. So that's nice, at least, I guess. Then we got chest key, so then I want to try to line it up so Kyle gets the kill. So forward first. Hopefully the damage adds up correctly here. I didn't do the math. We're 1 short. Isn't that just beautiful? $17 damage. -7 is 10, plus 1. Great. So, well, I have a backup plan. We might get a crit. We did not. So then, the only way to keep Ephraim safe here, unfortunately, is to rescue him. That's the only way I had to keep him alive, basically. Oh no, and then Ford kills him. Oh, that's not even... Dang it. Because that now... He doesn't have space for it. Which means I have to drop one of these. Oh, that sucks. Because we can't use the supply convoy here. Well, there's a pretty big mess up there. That's unfortunate. Well, let's see what we get, at least. I mean, that replaces the vulnerary, so fine. We're just gonna block that doorway for a minute. Kyle, I think, is just gonna use a vulnerary. Not the best start. I'll say that. I'll say that much. So Ford probably should actually use the elixir, because he's at such low HP there. Pretty good use out of the elixir for this battle. Ephraim might as well get some loot. Well, that's nice. How much does it weigh? 9. That's pretty good for Ephraim, honestly. Closer to no speed loss. About the same, well, same accuracy as the steel lance, same damage. See, that's the thing, in Fire Emblem 6, the killer weapons actually had superior hit rate, weight, and everything, as well as the plus 30 crit. So in this game, it's mostly just a steel weapon with crit rate. Mostly. Kyle will be fine. We can actually set it up if we don't attack. So the enemy can only get 1 attack on Kyle, and we'll be able to kill him in 2 hits without the enemy get, like... So, you know what I mean, right? Like, if the enemy goes first, or sorry, if we go first, we'll attack him, he'll counterattack, and then on the next turn, he'll attack us, and we'll counterattack. So that's 2 each. But if we wait, on the enemy's turn, he'll get an attack, we'll get an attack, and then our turn, we'll get an attack and kill him. So that way, the enemy only has 1 chance to damage. Which is definitely superior. A lot of times I'm too lazy to do that properly, but we have a very limited supply of healing items on this map, so probably in the best for me to be smart. And a level up for my Kyle. Yeah, that's pretty good. Strength and speed, bit of resistance. Alright, Ephraim... I don't want to use his elixir on this one. It won't be a full heal with the vulnerary, but I feel like that's better than wasting an elixir on like 3 HP or something. And then I think I'll start storing some spare healing on Orson in general. Just so we've got a little bit more inventory space. Yeah, I'm gonna give him the elixir for now, so that I don't have to throw a vulnerary away if we get another drop. Although I could check that ahead of time. You know. What do we have to drop? Oh, that's it. Those are the only items that we're gonna drop anyway. Fine, game, you win. Hold on. You can't get that far. I suppose Kyle maybe should top up as anyway. I am a little bit worried that we're going to run pretty low on healing by the end of this map. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I need to make sure I use Orson more often to lure out attacks. That's the key that I need to remember. So what I'm going to do is try to lure both of these guys out with Orson, who won't take very much damage, and then we can try to kill them in 1 round. Make sure they're close enough that I don't have to worry about positioning or anything. Yeah, because like if Orson can take 0 damage, that's the best way to do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Orson could clear this map on his own if he wanted. Alright, so Ephraim 5, 6, 6. So Ephraim should get the kill, if possible. Double attack with this again. And bonus damage to Cav. So he only needs the one anyway. So it doesn't wear it out as much. And a crit, why not? Sure, 70, no, that's 105 damage we just did. New record! We're not gonna beat 105 damage for a while. Speed, luck, resistance, okay, not too bad. I like the speed. I'd like to see him get a little bit of strength before too long. Alright, what are we looking at for weapon skills? They're both D and C, right? Okay. I like the accuracy of the Iron Sword, even though it's a little bit less damage. As is often the case, I take that 15% accuracy over 3 damage. 80% versus 75%, so like what you want to do, right? Luckily, we didn't miss any of those, but... pretty good level... Actually, you know, so far this map has had pretty good level ups. Nothing to complain about. So, the next spot to lure out will be there, but we're gonna wait till Ephraim's a bit closer. Just so that, you know, when they move in, everyone's ready. Gotta be smart about this. This shouldn't be too hard to clear out without having to give Orson any kills. You know, we've got Orson for emergencies, but the longer we can go without having to let him kill anything, the better. Oh, oh, right, these guys can't attack. They didn't move because they actually can't get close enough to attack with this guy in the way. I guess this is probably another time to Rag Leaf it. Just to guarantee the kill in one hit. I hate the idea of wasting the super weapon on one map, but it's got a lot of charges. I feel like it might weapon level up double speed as well, perhaps. It's hard to say for sure. If I can get his weapon rank up, then we can actually use that Killer Lance. Should we? I think... You know what? The safe play here... like this. Is just to do that, and keep using Orson to lure them out one at a time. Now usually these soldier dudes are pretty terrible for stats, so they're probably pretty easy. Let's see. Yeah, basically nothing. So level 7, level 6, level 6. We can get away with the Steel Lance this time. We might take a counterattack. But that's fine. Good job. Alright, and then just on the edge of that. So let's just lure one more out, I guess. I know I'm playing this like super carefully, but because there's limited healing, I feel like it's probably worth it. Only let them get the 1 damage in. I guess, like, technically, because I have, he's gonna be able to attack. Because I do have 1 javelin somewhere, we could be using that to try to weaken them a little bit. It's not a bad idea, and then then they don't get a counterattack at all. Right? Just to not get... Oh, he's actually getting a double. I forgot about that. Right, no stats. I don't like wasting the javelin because it's a little bit expensive, a little bit hard to buy early on, generally. Yeah, we can lure the next guy out immediately, and Ephraim can get this kill for now. 90%. And that way we don't have to worry about healing 7 damage on Ephraim, basically. Yeah, I think because we have such limited healing on this map, another pretty averagely good level up. Unfortunately, no strength. But yeah, because there's a very limited number of vulneraries, I'd rather burn through a javelin then run out of healing, basically. Now, we could probably Rag Leaf this guy instantly. It's 40 out of 45. Let's lure that one next. There's magic down here. Let's not let the mage get an attack in just yet. It'd be a pretty annoying choke point if we got blocked up there. So what do we think? Do we do the javelin again, or do we do the Rag Leaf? We'll throw a javelin because we can replace those, and we can't really replace the Rag Leaf. 14 damage, not enough. 13 damage, not enough. Killer Lance, also pretty awesome, but... well... I'm gonna go with this because Kyle has a lot of defense, and 3 damage is the minimum, I believe, that we could take. And that way we don't have to use anything special here. I definitely feel like this map would be a lot easier if we just had a few iron weapons. Just ditch all the steel, trade them for iron, I'd be pretty happy. Alright, so we'll do the old javelin trick again. One. No reason you could... oh, this could just kill him, actually. No reason not to give... it could trade the javelin around. Give that to, like, Ephraim or something, I suppose. There's no reason Ford has to be the sole operator of that thing. We do have a couple mages. Keep that in mind. I guess Kyle needs some kills now. So far, the plan seems to be working. Be interesting to see how we do against magic. Yeah, we did not want the kill, so a little bit of 8 damage, that's fine. This guy actually has a sword, which is pretty bad against my party. We're pretty well all lance users at this point. Do we give him a 58% chance to do 4 damage? Just to let the right person get the kill? Sure. That's fine. I think we've fought enough enemies now that I'm not too worried about the healing anymore. Not like I was earlier, anyway. Alright, I think we'll go the right side first. Lots of magic to deal with. But we can lure that spearman or whatever up. So I want to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll take a fair bit of damage from those mages. We should check how much actual magic damage and resistance we have there. Kind of a tricky map, honestly, for not having a lot of units. So we're looking at like 11 magic damage, and okay, that's pretty light. Yeah, the shamans are definitely the bigger threat. The mage is pretty low, and the bishop, or the monk, is the least threatening. 7, 9, 11, 12. But, keeping in mind, we don't have a lot of resistance on people, so Orson, pretty good resistance. Everyone else, almost nothing. Can we trade a weapon? I don't know if you can trade and attack on the same turn. Probably not. That's probably the only way to do it. End a turn and let them attack on their own. There we go. Why not get extra level ups? That was the poorest level up, I think, for this map so far. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? Stay out of weapon range for now. I think we're gonna Ephraim a vulnerary here. Yeah, this is where we're gonna take some hits for sure. So we could speed all the way across, at least past the mage. Just barely. Yeah, because this is the guy that can do some damage for sure. Speed is low, but still 11 base damage with like only 2 or 3 resistance. That's gonna be more damage than I'd like to take. So why don't we at least get these guys ready to go, and then next turn we start zooming by, or at least trying. So I think we'll be able to get Ephraim plus 1 cav past the mage. We'll be in range of the annoying archer. Probably will hit Ephraim, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave that javelin equipped just in case. We're gonna use Orson to block. Yeah, we're gonna put him there anyway. I think if I didn't block the entrance, they would have attacked Kyle, and then we would have got choke point a little bit worse. And then we can run forward across next time, hopefully. Might have been a good time to give Orson a weapon here. He'd clear the space out pretty quick. But I'm trying to do this one without using Orson's weapons. I think we can pull it off. Probably would have been safer for Ephraim to leave his Dragon Leaf equipped, because it would have kept his speed up for dodging. Alright, so I'm thinking... well, that should kill that guy. That gives us an opening. And I believe you could stand and attack this guy. Yeah, we'll do that. Move over 1. And I'm not going to use Ephraim for this because he doesn't have a sword. Still taking a lot of damage if we get hit here. But, I mean, fighting this guy with a steel sword is going to be much better than fighting him with a steel lance. Just for interest's sake. 70%? Might be worth just killing him 80% of the time. Out of range. You know what? That's probably the best choice. I know we're using a lot of special weapon charges, but I figured 80% was probably safe. If Ephraim had taken 11 damage there, you know, technically he could have died, but he would have had to miss both of his attacks, and the enemy would have had to hit 2 in a row. Yeah, still would have needed 2 in a row. I'm not crazy. Alright, so Ephraim doesn't have a sword, so his best target is the archer here. I wish I had a better option than the Dragon Leaf every time. So as rare as Killer Lances are, they're not as rare as Dragon Leafs, so I'm going to use it. And that only uses 1 charge, so that's a bonus. I think if you're not careful, again, no strength. That's not good. So, Ephraim's had a few levels up. How did I miss that? I missed that! I thought there was no extra items to drop. I think Ephraim's had 3 levels up on this maps. No strength. Not good. Alright, so we're going to sort of block the mage in. That'll be fine. Just make sure this guy's dead, basically. Alright, so we got 2 people with swords. Doesn't really matter who gets the kill here. Definitely gonna hurt if we get hit by these axe guys. feel like we've had maybe slightly above average luck on the dodges for this map. So I know I've done this map before and needed to use a lot more vulneraries just because we well, keep getting hit by these like 6 to 10 damage blows. That's fine. Strength defense are nice. Alright, here goes. Magic. Luckily, Orson's pretty good resistance. Got a bit of a lucky dodge there, honestly. You don't dodge 77s all that often. Or 68s, but you know how it is. You know how it is. It's when you don't need to dodge it, you see all the dodges. Alright, again, because he's got super effectiveness, we're gonna go with this one. I should probably heal Ephraim up, though, pretty quick here, eh? Might be smart. Yeah. Okay, well, the priority is kill the mage. I just have Orson lure this guy out, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so Kyle would be the best to get the kill if I can. 12 damage, not times 2 though. Shoot. So we're not going to be able to get this kill. Still not fast enough. Alright, well... I guess we'll find out if you can trade and attack if you don't have to move. A lot of damage I don't want to have to risk, though. But I don't really want them using magic on Ephraim, so what I'll do is I'll just put him here. And not attack. And I just want to see if you can actually do this. So if you trade a weapon, can you still attack? Yeah, okay. So we could have killed the mage, but we would have taken some counter damage. We'll just let them attack first. We should be fine. That was really lucky, dodging 81. Cool. Yeah, like I said, I feel like we've had good dodge luck. That's their most powerful enemy magic they've got. Yeah, that'll require a bit of healing there, Orson. Alright, unfortunately, Ephraim took a shot. That's why I wanted to make sure he was safe from magic. Alright. Don't move up. Stay out of there. So, yeah. Taking some damage, no doubt. These two. I'd really like to kill this guy. So, is there anyone that can just, on their own, kill him, maybe? It's pretty slow. You take 9 damage, but we could kill him with 1 attack. Yeah, I think that's worth going for. Just 1 person, 1 kill. 1 round knockout. And Ford's at good HP, so... That's fair. Now, probably the Anima Mage is the next highest threat. Ephraim can handle it. 5 damage. What if we went with the Steel Lance? Not good enough. Killer Lance, yeah. Might go Killer there, unless Kyle can do it. Definitely a no. Okay, so we want to get a one-shot kill. If I move Ephraim down there, I have to protect him from that archer. Which we can do. And we'll use the Killer Lance just to save charges on the Ragenleif. And then we'll probably have to use an elixir, but that's fine. I checked the math, and I was very careful with my positioning. All we need to do is put 1 person here. You don't need to be healed or anything, it's fine. Actually, best is to put Orson there and do like this. Not gonna be able to get a kill. Just a little bit more speed, man. A little bit more speed. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk a 75%. Let's just go with the guaranteed, basically, gonna do some damage. Alright, I think we've pretty much got it. It's been a pretty long episode again, but looks like we're good. I guess worst case scenario, enemies could spawn from these staircases and kill Ephraim. That would suck. I'm gonna let Ephraim get his kill here. He deserves it. Plus, maybe he'll get a level up, get some strength and some speed or something. Ah, tease! What a tease! Alright. 13 damage. You know what? Have that. Boards. We actually have a fair number of elixirs sitting around. You know what? I'm actually just gonna use the vulnerary. 21 will be fine for now. Alright, bring it on. Yeah, I had a feeling these guys weren't gonna do much to Orson. So let's lure the other guy down for next turn. And make sure this guy dies. So I'm thinking kind of want to get the kill with Kyle, and maybe Ephraim just gets a level up from doing some damage. Oh, he'll just kill him. Well, or die is the other thing, so alright. Kind of wanted Kyle to get the kill anyway. He'll take a bit less damage if he equips the lance, basically. Yeah, we're hitting these soldiers pretty hard. I like it. Alright, time to not accidentally get Ephraim killed here. That would have been pretty hilarious if I'm like, oh, this will be easy, and just bam, dead. Hilarious! Next would be maybe to lure one of these out. And we got 2 people ready for level up. Probably whoever attacks will get a level up because these guys seem to go down so easily. We'll let Ephraim get it first. Again, I should have perhaps considered using the javelin there to prevent damage, but we're doing fine. Nothing to worry about. He's getting a lot of skill and speed. I appreciate that, but seriously, Ephraim, your strength is kind of terrible, my friend. That's 4 level ups with no strength. Ick. All this time, I haven't even had to heal Orson. He's doing fine. Doing just fine. Just fine. Okay. And how tough is this shaman gonna be? Guess Kyle should probably get the kill here. If he can pull it off. That'll do it. He'll take some damage, but nothing to worry about. Not too much to worry about, anyway. And just like this, in one battle, we've got our whole party at a considerably higher level than Erica's. But that's okay. Concentrated XP onto 3 people. Good level up, I like that. Cav have had better level ups. Well, I mean, Ephraim's got a lot of stat ups. He just says he's not getting the strength that I want to see, basically. I've either thrown away or used up all the vulneraries for now. I'm pretty sure this will do 0, right? Just get a crit, I dare you. And then, guess one of the calves should probably get the kill here. Could use Kyle and then use an elixir if he needs to. Yeah, the boss only has, you could just kill him with javelins. That'd be pretty cheating though. Pretty cheat-tastic to fight him like that. And it wouldn't be that great. Well, that'll do it. Besides, it should be Ephraim that kills the boss, right? Pretty sure that's his job. Let's see what it looks like. So, if we went with this Regan Leaf, 10 damage times 2. It's not super safe, actually. We'd have to let the boss attack first, and then we'd be fine. Or you could go Killer Lance and hope for 30% crit. We'll go Regan Leaf and let him attack us. And we'll top up even though it doesn't matter. It's kind of a waste of an elixir, but... Alright, that should be fine. I'm pretty sure we've already killed your entire army, actually. Ha! No chance! Well, that makes it real easy. So the boss doesn't even get to heal. He does not even get a chance to hit us. Probably shouldn't have used the Regan Leaf, but whatever. You really were just pawns. Hey, huzzah! We can promote Ephraim now. Get some strength! Ah! I'll have to seize the throne. I should have killed it with someone else. Could have saved a turn. Alright, Ephraim. I mean... his strength isn't terrible yet, but he needs to get some strength. Thanks, Kyle. It's mostly possible because Orson had a lot of defense. If it wasn't for that, this would have been pretty tough to do with no Orson at all. No healer and no Orson. Oh? Oh. That's not good. It's looking worse all the time. Don't know what the point of capturing a castle with 4 dudes is, because then as soon as you leave, the castle's just empty. Maybe you're supposed to just imagine that he has a few, like, retainers that have just basic weapons that weren't controllable. And then once you take the castle, they're there throwing rocks at people or something. Maybe. I don't know. If only you had a bow, then you'd be fine. I don't think you can trust him on that either. Just, I've got a feeling that he's going to kill you either way. Alright, secret plan. Let's see what it is. I guess we'll have to see what that is in the future. I don't know what his strategy is, but, you know, apparently he's pretty smart, so I guess we'll find out. Alright, folks. I'm not sure what the point of capturing that castle was, other than a sort of a snubbing your nose at Grado, but it's fine. Captured it and then immediately gave it back. It's fine, it's cool. Alright, guys, maybe they lit it on fire before they went home. Alright, I'll see you next time for more Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, and maybe the two twins will meet up with each other before too long. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.